This is a roguelite first-person shooter set in a dark sci-fi universe, where you are fighting through an overrun spaceship called the ISSX. The whole amnesia angle is a bit familiar, but the gameplay loop is what makes this game interesting. So basically you wake up on the ship with no memory, surrounded by these hostile machines and biomechanical creatures. Each run has you fighting through different sections of the ship. That means cargo holds, different passenger levels, security zones and so on. Now the cool part is that each time you start a new area, you are temporarily invisible, which allows you to scope things out and plan your approach, before straight up throwing you into combat. Now the combat itself feels pretty satisfying. You start with basic gear, just a pistol, knife and a grenade, but you quickly find better and more powerful stuff as you progress. The game has over 30 different weapons. These range from shotguns and SMGs to sniper rifles, and these energy weapons that do elemental damage. The game also allows you to build synergies between your gear and abilities. Speaking of which, the progression system works on 2 levels. During each run you collect weapons, armor pieces and these augments that give you temporary buffs. Stuff like increased critical hit chance, chain lightning effects, or having rockets spawn when you find weapons. These can get pretty wild by the end of a run. Then there is the permanent progression between runs. You collect this tech resource that lets you unlock permanent upgrades like more starting shield, increased elemental damage, or better grenades. It's that classic roguelite loop of getting a bit stronger each time. The enemies are varied enough so far to keep things interesting. To give a few examples, there are these mechanical spiders that swarm you, various shielded enemies that protect others, turrets and explosive types, and these larger mini-bosses that charge at you. The actual boss fights themselves often have multiple phases. If you don't want to go solo, there's co-op for up to 3 players. But as far as I know, you need to connect through Epic Games for that to work. The cool part in this game is how fast things can change, because at first you're basically barely hanging on, fighting to stay alive. But then, with the right upgrades, you're wiping out everything without even trying. Keep in mind that right now the game is not finished yet, since it's an early access release. But the game has 2 chapters you can play and a 3rd one is coming. If you are into roguelites or just want a fast-paced FPS with a lot of build variety, this is definitely worth checking out. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.